We often hear that the United Kingdom is a Christian country. I think that's true, but we rarely talk about the root of British values, which have a strong foundation of Christian values. Take, for example, our common law, based on the Ten Commandments. Laws against murder, adultery, theft, and bearing false witness, i.e. perjury. We no longer have blasphemy laws, but it could be argued certain demographics are trying to bring them back. I believe our moral compass, our sense of right or wrong, comes from the Christian definitions of what is good or bad. Many people today, especially atheists, would claim they don't need a religion to determine a moral compass. But where do they think Western moral values evolved from? They're certainly not universal. Many nation-states around the world have entirely different moral codes to ours. Christ summarized the greatest commandments as love God and love your neighbor as yourself. UK law is centered around the idea of private property. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not covet. That is where the majority of our liberties comes from. Possession is 9/10 of the law. The same goes for nation-states. The Bible tells us that God decreed the nations and tribes for our inheritance. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. This is why I think a government's number one job is to protect those borders, because without borders we have no nation. I believe many of us would say that globalism is the greatest threat to national sovereignty in the modern age. And I would certainly say that projects like the WEF, WHO, and the UN are pushing for what's essentially one world government. The Bible strongly advises against such an idea. Human rights are a relatively modern concept. Our national sovereignty, freedoms, liberties, and right to private property have been around a lot longer. To me, our freedoms as Brits are God-ordained. From my point of view, British values are synonymous with Christian values, and that is a thing to be celebrated.